Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this is going to be my full review of the Kyosho Fazer VE-X. This is one of their newest 1/10 scale touring cars that's pretty much ready to run out of the box. Now, I picked this up. It is available in both white and a red version, so you can kind of pick from there, and it definitely sports some pretty cool, actually licensed bodies and all sorts of stuff on here that's pretty cool. This one is actually a Mitsubishi Evo 10, I believe, and really cool features on this car that Kyosho captured scale-wise. So throughout this review, I'm going to go over lots of positives, a few negatives that I've seen, and if you haven't already checked out my unboxing video to see exactly what comes with this car, that's going to be down in the video description. And if you'd like to see this thing running, I also have that video available down in the video description as well. So take a look at those two videos. Lots of cool information, and you'll actually see this thing in action both in rally form and in drift form. So, but all in all, this car was pretty cool, and I love the turn that Kyosho kind of made here with the introduction of this car in particular. They included some extra parts that you wouldn't normally see a RC vendor include in an RTR. Typically, when you buy the car, that's kind of like the down payment on what you would like to see it be. Kyosho did some really cool things where they included a really nice vehicle, a nice radio, but then gave you a bunch of extras, including this full set of drift tires, included with the rally tires that are already on the car. So pretty cool. They also included two other little kind of scale items, including this kind of rally bar that would sit here on the front hood, and then also kind of like a hood scoop or actually a roof scoop that would go right up here. They actually include all of the double-sided tape and little mounting items to get those things mounted up to your Evo 10. So let's go over a few of the negatives that I've seen. We'll end on a bunch of positives, and we'll kind of go from there. One thing that I saw that was just a little bit odd when I was driving this in rally form. And when I say rally form, it's these black wheels with these kind of lugged tires. They're a little bit larger than you would see on a normal 1/10 scale vehicle by just a couple of millimeters. And for some reason, whenever I made a hard turn on either side, it would kind of kick the body up a little bit. And you heard that throughout the video. I actually deleted the sound from it, but it would kind of kick the body up. So I don't know that those tires were actually meant for this body, but in drift form, they worked out really, really good. Another thing that was kind of a negative, at least for me, and I understand why Kyosho does this, is it's all Philips hardware. So I guess for the newbie guy out there, if you are new to RC and you don't have tools, it's nice that you can just grab tools from your garage and work on the vehicle. But for me, I didn't like the Philips hardware. It seemed a little toyish, but I understand why they do it. The last thing here on the negatives that I saw, it is a completely plastic drivetrain. So your center shaft, all of your drive shafts, your turnbuckles, pretty much everything is plastic, which in a sense will run perfectly with this vehicle. But if you plan to upgrade it in the future with maybe a more powerful brushless system or anything down the line, you may see issues with those items. So you do have plastic, large dog bones in the front, non-adjustable turnbuckles, and a long center plastic drive shaft on the center. So, just a negative on my part. I think if you're going to use this just to have fun out in the street, with your buddies and just kind of kick it around, I think it'll do fine. But once you start upgrading this, you may see those issues down the line. That's it of the negatives. Positives, there's a lot, and I'm going to try and make this concise and quick. But the first thing is the scale looks. You cannot beat the way this car looks. Officially licensed Mitsubishi. The headlights are actually light buckets, so you can add lights down the line if you'd like. I mean, everything about it just looks really, really good. the extra parts, typically with most vendors, they won't give you the extra parts. They're just going to get you for those down the line when you really, really want them. So it's nice that they included not only the wheels and tires, but a couple of these little scale accents to add to your vehicle if you like. With that, that's the cost of ownership. Typically whenever I buy a vehicle, the first thing I'm looking at is what wheels and tires can I put on it. And I think Kyosho did a great job with these wheels. It's the trend right now, having the dark blacked out wheels. I really dug it, and it looks good. So Team Orion partnered with Kyosho, and they're making some great, great components. Inside here, you're going to see some of their electronics, including their motor right there, the Neon one, also the R10 one ESC. Great electronics. Had no issues with that whatsoever. Really powerful, and it did the job. Also, with that, you do get a nickel metal hydride battery. I did not use it. I'm a LiPo guy, so they do include a Rocket Pack 1800 milliamp 7.2 volt battery with your kit, so you can get running on day one. It does come with Tamiya plugs. I changed out mine to Dean's just so I could run a couple of the LiPos I have here. The last couple things are pretty easy. The radio. I was really shocked when I opened this kit up to find the new Synchro radio. This one is actually modeled the KT231P, and I really, really like this radio. If you see here on the onset, the wheel is angled in. Little shark fin antenna, nice, concise little control panel here for your trims and your dual rate and your EPAs even. You have reversing on there, and just really nice radio overall. The grip on the back is one of the best grips I've seen on an RTR radio. This will actually get my award for best RTR radio to date. So good job, Kyosho, for updating it and giving us some cool features here. So really, really like this radio. The last thing, guys, would I buy it again? Absolutely. This is a cool car, cool skill features, and I think if you want to get out there and just run an RC car for the first time, or you want something that's definitely licensed as an Evo 10, this is definitely the car. So, well, guys, that's my full review of this Kyosho Fazer VE-X. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to post those on down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.